I have finally found the first AI workflow that allows you to go from Claude and Claude Design into Figma with a production-ready Figma file. Auto layout, tokens given to all the components properly so that everything is set up, making AI-generated UI designs actually editable, actually usable in tools like Figma. Today we'll be using html.to.design to basically link Claude Design to Figma Design. Okay, so the first step is to go inside Claude Code or Claude Design, either works. You can even open up your favorite vibe coding tool and the workflow will be the same. I'll click on the plus icon right here. And at the bottom, we have connectors. I'm going to go ahead and say add connector. And there's an option called add custom connector. Here, I'm going to name it HTML.to.design just as it is. And on the HTML.to.design website, I'll have a link to this as well. There is this little URL. I'm going to just copy this over into Claude, just like this, copy, paste, and everything else I can just leave for now. Click on add. Just to confirm that it's now added, I'll click on plus again, go to connectors. Inside my connectors, I should have HTML.to.design. I'll just click on connect and just give it the access that it needs. Yep, it says connected to HTML.to.design on the top right, just like so. Now, rather than having a random design pop up, I want to start off with a design.md file, which will act as a base for our designs in Claude. So I can go ahead, go to get design.md. I'll have a link in the description. And I personally really like Airbnb's design system. So I can click on Airbnb here, download design.md, which will allow me to download my design.md onto my computer. If I go back into Claude, I can click on this plus, attach file, and just attach the design.md file. It will understand your design system based on this .md file here. Now I can say create a landing page for my holiday home rental company, and then I'm going to go ahead, select my favorite model, which is Opus 4.8 or Sonnet 5 if it is available. I'll go ahead and click on this arrow and it should start building for us. What's great about Claude Design is that it gives you all these cool options that you can choose from. It asks you for your business name, whether there is a specific thing you want to focus on, and I can just select everything that I require in my page and all the options. Now, as you can see, it has designed something really interesting for me, and it's based most of this, the rounded edges, the nice little card designs and whatnot, based on Airbnb's design system, just like we imported before. So now everything looks a little more consistent. It is following a certain standard. How about taking this inside Figma with all the properties as well as all the appropriate structure, auto layout, everything in place? Of course, there is no option here to kind of send this to Figma in any way. It's PNG, PDF, HTML at best. This is where HTML.to.design comes in as an intermediary between these two. We've already set up the HTML.to.design MCP earlier, and this is where it's going to be useful. Now it's asking me to open up Figma, and that is exactly what we're going to do. Let's head over to a blank Figma canvas. I'll go to my actions menu at the bottom right here. And inside plugins and widgets, I'll just search for HTML2, and there you go, HTML.to.design. Click on run. And as long as you were on the same login or same account, I can go into MCP. Inside the plugin itself, right next to add to AI, there's a settings icon. I need to go here and make sure my options are activated. Use auto layout, create styles and variables, which is important. Back to Claude Design, as you can see, and then export into our Figma canvas. HTML.to.design. Just for reference, even though with context, it will understand everything. If I go inside Figma, as you can see, everything is happening live, and any missing fonts, it's converted into a default font, which is Inter. So it's imported this from our Claude Design, the entire design as it is, and it's not even messed anything up. What's cool is that everything is in proper auto layouts, as I said earlier. So you can kind of change and tweak all these things. Variables for us in the left panel right here. As you can see, it's set up colors for us to apply. The orange color comes as well. Item spacing, stroke width, font families, as you can see, widths, line heights, and everything has been imported. You can change the name obviously from here. Now, recently what was going viral was the Chrome extension that Figma has launched. html.to.design also has a new Chrome extension that lets you copy any designs from your browser into Figma with all these layers intact. The html.to.design plugin is what we're talking about, and I'll just say add to Brave or whatever browser you're using. Unlike the Figma plugin, this is actually free of cost. And if I like a website, say Stripe, I think it's one of the most beautiful and cleanest websites out there, I can just click on extensions, go down to html.to.design, select the properties. So I can say, okay, 1440p, which is what I'm looking for, browser theme, or I can just switch over to light, and I'll just say capture current page. I can even capture a proper selection. So just maybe one section, one button, whatever you like. And I'll just say capture. It takes an entire so-called screenshot of this entire page, which is just reading the code of this website. And I can just say copy, which is the easiest, or send to Figma if you're already logged in. And inside Figma, inside their plugin, I go to extension, and there you go. It's collected this website for me. Great thing is you can build an entire collection of websites and designs right here. And at any point of time, you can just click on this little download button, and based on your requirements, it pastes the entire page right here in the canvas. Once I click on OK, as you can see, the entire website as it is has been imported. All the text layers, everything is perfectly aligned like so. I can edit it, move things around if I like, and all the auto layouts, borders, everything is intact, just exactly the same as in the website. It even gives, as you can see, variables for things like colors, strokes, spacing, sizing, etc. So once again, importing a lot of the properties from that website, which we can then quickly apply right here. So that's it. That is html.to.design, a great free resource. Yes, all of this I'm doing on a free plan. If you have the paid plan, you can do a lot more as well. I'll have a link in the description to try out HTML design for free right now. Try it with any of your favorite tools. Any tool that supports MCP servers, it should work perfectly fine with. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more such design tutorials every single week, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, take care. God bless.